We live in a world where everyone wants growth, faster, easier, smarter, but real growth takes consistency. And consistency needs systems. That's what this project is about, designing a system that sustains life, even when you're not there to tend it. Today, I'm building a self-watering garden entirely from PVC pipes. Cheap, efficient, and capable of transforming a small patch of soil into a self-regulating ecosystem. The idea was simple: eliminate the most unreliable variable in small-scale gardening, human forgetfulness. I started with a few lengths of 4-inch PVC pipe, about 6 feet long each. These would become the base of the system, the reservoir and nutrient channel. Using a hole saw, I drilled evenly spaced openings every 8 inches along the top, perfectly sized to fit small planting cups. Then, on one end of each pipe, I capped it off airtight. On the other end, I installed a threaded coupling. This would connect to the water inlet later. Next came the reservoir design. I used a simple 20-liter plastic container with a float valve assembly. The goal: automatic refill. Whenever water dropped below a certain level, the float valve would open and refill the main channel. No electronics, no pumps, just gravity and pressure. Simple, elegant, fail-proof. For the interior wicking system, I cut narrow strips of felt fabric, the kind used in hydroponic setups, and threaded them through the planting cups. Each strip extended down into the water reservoir below. This is what makes it self-watering. The fabric acts like a natural wick, pulling just enough moisture to keep the soil damp, but never flooded. Now, the real engineering came in managing flow control. PVC systems have a flaw: water tends to pool unevenly. To solve that, I installed a small overflow outlet on each pipe, linked by half-inch tubing that returned excess water to the reservoir. Closed loop, zero waste. Once the base was ready, I mounted everything on a simple wooden frame, 2 sawhorses, and a crossbar. It's modular, easy to move, and scalable. Want more plants? Add another pipe. With the structure complete, I filled the cups with a soil cocoa peat mix, light, breathable, and moisture retentive. Into these went my seedlings: basil, lettuce, mint, and cherry tomatoes. Plants that thrive with consistent hydration. Then came the moment of truth. I filled the reservoir, opened the valve, and watched as the water quietly flowed through the pipes, a silent, mechanical rhythm of sustainability. Within minutes, each wick began absorbing moisture. The soil darkened evenly. And just like that, the system came alive. No pumps, no timers, no daily watering. Just controlled, continuous nourishment. After a week, the results spoke for themselves. The basil doubled in size. The lettuce leaves stayed crisp and full. Not a single plant wilted, even during a 3-day power outage. The beauty of it? It runs entirely on physics, capillary action, gravity, and smart design. I added a finishing touch: a transparent water level tube on the side of the reservoir so I could monitor levels at a glance. And for style, painted the frame matte olive with black PVC, giving it that industrial garden aesthetic. Functional doesn't mean ugly. This is what I love about DIY. You're not just building an object, you're building systems that think for you. Systems that don't need reminders, that don't break when you leave for a weekend. This project cost under $40, less than a single automated watering unit online. Yet it works better, lasts longer, and you can scale it infinitely. Balcony gardens, rooftops, or small homesteads. And here's the truth: every engineer, every builder, every gardener eventually learns one universal principle: if you design the system right, nature does the rest. Now every morning, when I see those plants thriving, I don't see a garden. I see proof that sustainability isn't about technology or expense. It's about clarity of design,